It ain't no thing to do my thing, it's what I did the best.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Ohemaa. If you are a returning subscriber, hey! So in today's video, we are going to be doing a true no makeup look. I am going to be using very minimal foundation, very minimal concealer, very minimal powders. I am going to try to stay as close to my skin shade, skin tone, textures, and all as possible. This is intended to give you your skin but better, especially for those people who don't like heavy makeup. But you still want to cover up the imperfections in your skin, whether it be a major imperfection or a little imperfection. This is the video for you. We are going to be using skin tints. We're going to be using a concealer, yes, but we're going to be doing very minimal skin work. Okay, so if you want to see the products we're going to be using, and if you want to see how we're going to achieve this very minimal skin look, then keep on watching. Okay, you guys, so we are actually going to be taking a look at the new Beauty Blender Skin Tints, okay? We were lucky enough to have Beauty Blender sent over this gorgeous package. Okay, so first we're going to be using this signature blend. It looks like an ice cream cup, but it's not. It's actually two Beauty Blenders, a cleansing little, like a cleansing pad, and a cleansing soap in here. I already took the Beauty Blenders out, but I generally like to put my Beauty Blenders down like this because I feel like it stays better when it's upside down, just like I used it for, I put it in here too, so I always put it upside down. I don't know why. It just holds better for me, okay? We also got two shades of the new Beauty Blender Bounce Skin Tint. It says Always On Radiant Skin Tint. It says a next generation skin tint that actually stays put. That silky, breathable texture, evens tone, nourishes and hydrates for a soft, radiant finish that lasts. 12-hour breathable wear. Light, medium, buildable coverage, moisture boosting hyaluronic acid, skin smoothing niacinamide. It says shake before use, apply with damp Beauty Blender. Lightweight, buildable coverage. So it's a buildable coverage. You can definitely use it as a skin tint, which means that you only use a little bit, or you can build it up. We have this shade, which is the shade Deep 5, and we also have Deep 4. I thought it was Deep 6. It's Deep 5. Deep 5 is very, very deep, okay? And then we also have this very cute Beauty Blender Blissful Berry Liquid Whipped Cream Blush. So cute. So what I'm going to do is actually go in with a primer. I'm going to be using the Blurring Laura Mercier primer. Ooh, my face feels like I have powder on. It's all the Laura Mercier Blur and Primer. I'm gonna go back to using this. Because I have oily skin, I made sure to put a primer that was mattifying. It's very fluid, so we have to shake it so that it can mix the pigments very, very well. I'm gonna swatch it for you guys really quickly so you can see what it's all about, okay? So first we're gonna swatch the shade Deep 5, which is gonna be the shade that I use. And then I'm gonna swatch the shade Deep 4. Deep 4 is gonna be too bright for my skin tone, and I don't wanna do that. Actually, Deep 5 might be it. I'm gonna put Deep... You guys, it looks like I might have two shades. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do, okay? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go in with Deep 5, and then I'm gonna balance it out with Deep 4. I think that's the better way to go. So I'm gonna take the product. Okay, I'm gonna take our Beauty Blender. This is actually a Beauty Blender, okay? And I'm gonna blend it in. I really love how that primer, what that primer looks like on. It looks so good. Okay, you guys, so this is what my skin looks like. I love it. My skin looks like skin. It looks so damn good. Okay, so I'm gonna actually go in with a Beauty Blender concealer, and this is the Bounce Airbrush Liquid Whip Concealer. This is the shade 4.7C, and I'm only gonna put a little bit in the middle parts of my face. Of course, if you're somebody who has like dark under eyes, I would definitely suggest that you know, apply some concealer just to brighten your face a little bit. I mean, just to cover those dark circles. I mean, I'm gonna use the blender, the same one I use to blend my foundation. I'm gonna blend this concealer in. Foundation, which is why I like skin tone concealers, because imagine if I had to use like a really bright concealer and I'm trying to do like a natural look. Like that's just it's not gonna work. I'm doing my makeup like the people that do this with a beauty blender. If you're one of those people, please don't do that with a beauty blender. You gotta bounce it, okay? That's the best way to blend in your products. Okay, so right now, if you're somebody like me and you have oily skin and you're doing this very natural, no makeup look, I would go in with an eyeshadow primer, okay? And it's so that your eyes don't get oily throughout the day, and then they're gonna pool and look ugly, and you don't want that, right? What you want is to have as matte an eyelid as possible. Now, if you don't have oily eyelids, of course, you can skip this step. Or if you don't have oily skin in general, you can skip this step. But then I'm going to take the same side I used to blend my concealer. I'm just going to pat it over my brows. I mean, over my eyes. I'm using the butt of our beauty blender to blend the concealer into my skin. That way there isn't like a line of demarcation. Okay, so at this point, you can go in with powder if you want. I'm gonna put a little bit of my setting powder on it. This is the Benign Nutmeg. The only reason why I'm doing this is because, once again, I have oily skin. The corners of my nose are gonna start getting oily right here, so I need to make sure to set it somehow, but I'm not gonna put too much powder on. Just like the bare minimum powder, like literally this much powder. That is all that I'm putting on. I'm concentrating it on the corners of my nose and only on the sides that I applied the concealer. Okay, we're gonna put a little bit on the forehead. We're doing the nose. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Beauty Blender blush. Now, you don't need to add contour or like any of those extravagant things if you don't want to, but I'm taking these two together. I'm gonna bounce on the product. It applies very nicely. It looks like it doesn't show up, but you can actually see it in the camera. This is because it's a very subtle blush. It's not supposed to be like overbearing. It's not supposed to take over your look. It's just supposed to give you that natural flush to your face without it looking like you were trying too hard, you know? I always bring my my blush a little bit higher, so you're gonna see that. I'm also gonna put a little bit across my nose. Of course, I'm blending it in once again with the butt of our beauty blender. And yes, I can say beauty blender because this is actually a beauty blender. And I'm blending the edges of the blush out because you see how it's like a line over here. I want it to look more like this. So I'm going to take the side that I used to blend in my concealer and my powder, and I'm just going to go over it a little bit so that it doesn't look so quasi. And because we're going for a natural look, we're not doing anything with the eyes, but I am going to put a little bit of the powder on it to set it in place. Okay, now with me, because my brows are micro shaded, I can just go ahead and take like a Q-tip and literally wipe my brows off, right? And that would present brows. Because I don't want to go in with a brow product. If I go in with a brow product, it's gonna give me that more It's gonna give me that more like structured look, like I'm trying too hard look, but I don't want that, so that's why I'm just wiping the product off my brows. That way it gives me that more relaxed, no makeup look. Okay, I'm gonna be using the Benefit Gimme Brow Gel. I'm gonna use it to hold up my very tiny brow hairs. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some mascara. I got some of the mascara on my lash, I mean on my eyelids. So I went ahead and just used the blender to clean it off. So I'm going in with a Juvia's Place Electric Gloss. I didn't even use a lip liner or anything because we're going for that very natural look today. And if you're like me and your eyes go down too much on your lower lash line, and then every time you apply your mascara, it just transfers to your bottom lash. It doesn't look cute. I always go in with a little bit of powder to just cover the mascara that's on my lower lash line so it doesn't look like I... Now at this point you can set if you want. You don't have to set. It's not like mandatory because we didn't put a ton of powder on. We still look very natural. We look very no makeup. Okay, you guys, so this is my finished look doing a no makeup look. Very minimal product. Skin still looks like skin. It's still very breathable. It is still looking very much like my skin. I can go out to dinner with this look. It wouldn't be like I'm trying too hard. I can go to the movies with this look. It wouldn't be like I'm trying too hard. You can literally go anywhere with this look. This could be your church look. This could be your going out to do things with your boo look. This is gonna be that look that takes you everywhere. Okay, and I like this. I like the fact that I didn't even bother to put lashes on, and my lashes still look damn good. Okay, I want to do like a little wear test. Maybe whatever it is, I'm gonna carry my damp sponge with me, and that's what I'm gonna be using to blot around my nose, because that's what I do anyway. I have oily skin. No matter what I do, the oils won't come through. We just essentially want to know how quickly it comes through and want to know if the product breaks down or if it looks crazy in the end. Anytime you're gonna go out, just bring like a little thing and put this in it. They have blender holders or sponge holders that you can cut. It's a cover thing. You put it in your bag, and every time you need to blot, you just blot like that. And it absorbs all the oils, and you wouldn't have to put extra products on top of your skin. It's really that simple. Okay, you guys, so this is me. The time is now almost 3 o'clock. It's 2:57. I actually finished this base at 2 o'clock. And of course, this is a more... what is it called? This is a fuller coverage. This is a fuller coverage base compared to the look that you saw earlier, which was more along the lines of what a skin tint is supposed to do for you. Just basic, like minimize imperfections and just make your skin look really, really good. I decided to come and do the wear test because I really, really, really loved the combo with the Laura Mercier primer and the foundation. I really love how my skin looked. My skin looks hydrated. It looks really, really good. But at the same time, it just looks flawless. Okay, so I wanted to do a wear test for a few hours so we can see exactly how this skin tint wears, because I know a lot of you love seeing the wear test to see how it works, especially because I have oily skin. Now if you don't have oily skin, you don't have to... if you don't have oily skin and you have like normal to dry skin, you don't have to use a mattifying primer for this foundation. You can just use a regular primer because it says it's a radiant it's a radiant foundation. I feel like it's more of a natural finish foundation. It's not very oily, it's not greasy. You saw how beautifully it blended in, and it could have been because of the primer that I used. However, I love the primer combo. So we're gonna do a wet test. We're gonna keep it on for a few hours and we're gonna see what it looks like. Okay, you guys, so the time is now 7:27. I was actually supposed to come back at 7 p.m. but the time is now 7:27. I am starving. Here we are. We actually finished our, oh, and I just closed my rings. Ah, I finished my base at 2 p.m. It's now 7:28 p.m. and I'm actually going to be wearing this same base out to the movies. So I'm gonna blot right now. I'm probably gonna blot on my way there, and I want to maybe show you guys what it looks like when I come back from the movies. Maybe, but this is what it looks like at 5.5 hours later. My oils typically start coming through at 4 hours. At 4 hours, I look very, very oily and I look like I need to blot again. So this is amazing, especially for the foundation being a skin tint. Also, I can see that it hasn't broken up on me at all. It looks really, really good. Like, I know you can see it. It looks very good. I'm gonna go ahead and blot using the beauty blender that we used to create the look. And then I'm gonna wear it to the movies, and then I'll come back and show you guys what my face looks like. If I don't come back after the movies, this is it for me. So the time is now 12:22 and I've literally only blotted my face after we left the movies. The foundation looks really good. My eyeshadow has flaked all over, but still keeping the side, and everybody loved it. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down below in the comments what you think about this foundation. Let me know what you think about the look in general. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really hope that this video helps you figure out whether or not you should be picking up the skin tints. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. Subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. Bye.